All right, YouTube. So we are going to be taking a look at this video from Safai, my goat, the biggest units design wasted in NIKKE. I think it's quite the interesting story or video just because it's like there are a lot of cool designs that just get wasted because the character is just completely garbage or they end up being like an SR or something like that. So I want to see what this video is like and I want to see what's going on. Right, so subscribe. Original video will be linked down below, and let's take a look at Safai's video. Right, let me move my chat.
Because how could they make some of the best characters like Neve, like Delta, and some others we'll talk about today,
Delta?
and then completely forget about them?
Did he just say Delta? I'm not being funny. Maybe you guys like Delta, but Delta looks hideous to me. I'm not being funny, but Delta looks like a man. Am I tripping? Is that, I feel like I'm about to get canceled for that. I feel like so many people who love Delta are about to come after me. I don't know. I just don't like her design. She doesn't look like a man. No, she's fine. I don't like her outfit though. But like, I don't know.
Make them one of the most useless characters in the game as well. That's going to be today's topic. The biggest waste in terms of design when it comes to characters in NIKKE. As usual, before we start, hello there, welcome back to Dan Waifus. I'm Seth, your favorite gambling addict. Once again, today's topic, a pretty simple one. Wasted, in my opinion, character designs in this game, considering how good they look and how god-awful they are. There is only two SRs, and then we'll move into all of the SSRs on this list, in my opinion. I'm not gonna be including some of the newer ones yet, like for example Sora, because I don't care too much about her design. But of course, she sucks, right? And since we are talking about character designs, I think it's important.
I don't know how you don't like Sora, or not. No, you don't like. I don't know how you don't care about Sora design. Sora is one of the prettiest characters in this game. Keep it a G. Come on. I wish she was good. It's a waste of design. I wish she was good. Oh my God, she's like, come on, bro. I wish she was good.
We also mention skins, because skins in this game are really good, but sometimes they are just too expensive. So if you are looking to get them for cheap, you should be using today's sponsor, Top Up Life. Top Up Life is a platform that will allow you to get any pack in the game for cheaper than what you would actually do it in game. So for example, the Rapid Red Hood skin you could be getting for $40 rather than $51. They have multiple payment methods. They will just log it into your account, and
we're gonna skip this sponsor because I think I'm but it's good to know.
And let's go back to talk about the biggest wastes in this game.
That's good to know. I'll come back to this video
with one of my favorites, which is Neve. Neve came in on the Christmas event. I believe it was the first or maybe the second one. I don't even remember, honestly. And then
she came in the first one.
Was she to be even mentioned in the story? I think recently she was mentioned, and that's like about it. I've seen more doujinshis about Neve that I've seen her even mentioned in the story or used by any players.
Now, okay, when it comes to her, right? I always called her Neve. I've never called her Neve, but I seen this character before she was in the game, right? If you guys don't know, back in 2022, when the game first came out, like a week or two after, they leaked like almost all that's even Nayuta back then was leaked. The Nayuta you guys seen today officially was leaked, and she has the one with the camel. They leaked almost all the characters that they had designed or planned for, whatever. And I was so excited for this character. I thought she was the coolest looking one out of the bunch. And then she ended up being an SR, and I cried. I didn't actually cry, but like, you know what I'm saying? I was like annoyed because it was like, why is she an SR? Really good design, one of the best looking characters. Let her get an SSR on their day one.
She is a nice character, but sadly her kid sucks ass. Even if we talk about Pierce, this is a shotgun that, similar to Dorothy, gets Pierce on her rounds, but doesn't become a sniper.
Okay, I mean, I feel like it's a wasted design because she's an SR, not even because of her kit personally. Like, chat, I'm gonna be honest with you. SR characters suck. Even if their kit looks godlike, they suck. Do you know they do? They just suck. Like, what is the best SR in NIKKE? Have we ever had this conversation? Who is the best SR in NIKKE? Is it Ram? Is it Anise? Is it N102? I don't know. I don't know. Or is it my personal goat, Sakura? let's take a look and see what Pride One has to say about this. It looks like Pride One has a niece at the highest, which is SS for PvP and even A in low deficit. So they have a niece at the highest tier, which is, I mean, I expected, literally. It was either her and 102. They're the only usable ones. Hey, look at Sakura though. My GOAT, 3rd place. You gotta love it. And then Lily in 4th. There's an F tier? Oh my god. That's crazy. Okay, let's go.
And it's only for 2 rounds after you went off full burst.
Your buns.
So
Talking about
awful
Sakura's
considering
buns.
she's at least a base capacity ammo 9, right? So that's it. Sadly, she's the first character we got to mention in this list. The second character I want to mention, and is the last SR we'll talk about, is Delta. Delta is a character that, of course, clearly I like tattoos, okay? I like my mummies with tattoos, and NIKKE doesn't have a lot of girls with tattoos, so Delta, of course...
Wait, what? With tattoos? Where she got a tattoo? On her shoulder? Come on, man. That looks like a scratch. That's not a real tattoo on her. I didn't even notice that shit.
Quickly. She's a nice character. She has nice assets as well, okay? Even for an SR character, pretty nice assets.
I'm not gonna be... Let's keep it a Buxify. Nice assets. That's a reach. That looks like a... No homo, but my assets look better than that. That looks like an unfinished BBL.
But sadly, when it comes to her kit, just like any SR in this game, to be fair, they are just awful. Shift Up is slowly making SSR version of these characters, which is nice, but I would prefer if we directly get these characters boosted, not only just Neve and Delta, I'm talking about SRs in general, right? It would be really nice if all of them got a sort of a buff, not a treasure, please. I'm tired of treasure. Just buff them a little bit, make them a little bit more usable so players can take advantage of this. That said, those are like the only 2 SRs I want to mention because personally it's the ones I like. Let's actually talk about SSR characters and the ones that are...
What is going on here? Good lord!
To start with the biggest crime Shift Up has committed, alright? Nihilister.
Now, chat, before we listen to what Sophia has to say, y'all already know I never liked Nihilister like that. Like, I was never like a day one fan of her. I think she had the coolest design in the game, but I never cared that much about Nihilister. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Her design, if NIKKE ever does something like this again, I will rant. Trust me. This is the best design in NIKKE. I don't even think that's a I don't think there's a competition. I feel like if anybody was to disagree, they're probably just gonna tell me no, their favorite character's design is better. But in a general, like, be real with yourself, Nihilister has the greatest design in NIKKE. Nothing looks better than this. Nothing. This is the coolest design in NIKKE. So they fumbled big time when not only was she a pilgrim, but they treated her like she was an SR character.
You perfecto.
I understand she's free chat, but like even Snow White and Rapunzel are like better than this Nihilister. And you had to, even though this Nihilister was free chat, you still had to put in a lot of time to get her. It took months for me to get this character. Where for Snow White and Rapunzel, you just have to open the game. It's not adding up to me, sir.
Combination between fan service and actually looking really fucking cool. And she sucks so much. So there is 0 reasons as to why you even would bother unlocking her. You don't even bother unlocking her with how bad she is, unless you care about her MLB background, which is not even that good in my opinion. But this is a character that looks so great, and is so trash. Sadly, in my opinion, like I was saying, I think this is one of the biggest crimes Shift Up has committed.
I
when
agree.
it comes to character designs being absolutely useless, looking so great. I think more characters should come out like this, which is original designs. They look really cool. And
hold on, chat. Let me move you guys over here because Safai has like a little black box right there above his webcam, and that makes good for my freaking. There you guys go. Yeah, that looks good.
Just mindless fan service. It's not just a skimpy swimsuit. It's an actual nice design, right? So in my opinion, sadly, Nihilister has to join this list. Another character that I really like her design, the skin. And this is just a small incision, this is not including on this list, but it's the skin for Snow White. I would love if they do more skins like this for cheaper. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not being funny. Safai, that sounds like a greedy take. That's the cheapest skin in the game. This skin was the cheapest skin in the game. All the skins like this from Battle Pass or the shop, they're the same price. These are the cheapest skins in the game. So I don't understand. Either the only thing cheaper than this is free. So I don't know what you mean when you say you want it to be cheaper, but this was a $20 skin. I would know because I have it, y'all. This is a $20 skin. It was a Battle Pass skin, this was. This is not a gacha costume skin. This, I don't understand. What is cheaper than the original price for these skins? There's no skin that's been cheaper than any of these skins. Literally. No, the cheapest skin I think was Zxous, right? If you spend $1, you got a skin. I think it was like something like that. Or there was a skin like that, I think, at the very beginning of the game. I don't know.
This is not worth $20. But it's really fucking cool how they went ahead and make a completely new battle suit for her that looks this nice. But then again, $20
Wait, what?
They went for cheaper. I'm gonna be honest, this is not worth $20. But it's really...
Okay, I don't know. I don't agree with this take, chat. I think this skin is better than a lot of the gacha costume skins we have in the game. And this was a $30 skin. And gacha costume skins, for me, are $80, $85. The lion in the back. Let me show you guys. This skin is so cool because if you put the character here, right? I don't know if it's true. I don't remember actually. Let me confirm something. If you put it here, her mask is down, right? So anytime you go into like rankings and you see their mask is down. You're seeing a white knight. That is better than any gacha costume skin icon in my opinion. And I think this skin just looks better than a lot of the gacha costumes in the game. That's just me personally. I think it's better than Rupee's gacha skin. I mean, only people who's gonna disagree are the Gooners, because the Rupee's is just a bunny outfit. Be for real, right? I think it looks great. I think it's one of the best gacha costume skins in the game.
Fucking cool.
Or I think it's one of the best skins in the game, especially for the price it was. This was a great skin.
Went ahead and make a completely new battle suit for her that looks this nice. But then again, $20, no burst animation, no voice lines, no nothing. It's just like the skin with the lion behind. It's like, If they did more skins like this with less fan service and actual more battle suits or battle front or whatever you want to call them, right? I would be buying them if it was like $10 or even 15. I would be down to buying those skins.
He just wants to see cheaper. I agree.
The topic, I wanted to talk
I
about.
agree. Chad, can we get that movement starting? Can we talk to DK and start getting these skins to be $10? Because you're not doing nothing but changing the way the character looks. So let's start bringing these prices down from 30, which could feed a full family, to like $5, which can feed me lunch. Because these skins are not doing that. Like, these skins are just skins. They're not doing nothing. Nothing besides gacha costumes. And then $85 for a skin, you can't even make that up. Anybody who could defend that is beyond. I shouldn't be talking because I used to defend it. But it was like more of like I was defending the fact that you were getting more. I don't know.
Another pilgrimusi. There is a couple pilgrims that are just, awful. And the second one is going to be Harran. Harran, if we talk about her base design, is one of my favorite designs. I think this is
I agree. I do have this Harran skin, but I only got it because at the time I was like using her. But I think her base skin with the scythe is way better than this. I agree. This is a horrible skin compared to the original. I feel like if they're going to have a skin, the skin needs to be better than the base skin, because then there's no point. Why am I buying a skin that looks worse than the regular skin that's free? You know what I'm saying? So any skin that looks worse than the original fit is just not worth it, in my opinion.
Because she has some usage considering the roster we had, right? She just never saw any usage. Her skin, fantastic. Her kit, absolutely disgusting. Electro units are filled with good characters. There is zero reasons to be using her. And speaking on pilgrims, and speaking on Electro, you know who's next, alright? You know who's next, even though technically she's not wasted anymore, because now we have Arcana. I wanna still...
I always thought Isabelle had one of the greatest skins in the game. or one of the greatest designs. I think till this day, Isabelle might be up there in the top 10 conversations for best wallpaper. Her wallpaper has let me show you guys her wallpaper, bro. All right, here, look. This is the animation. It's gonna be very loud.
I'll chase you to the end of the world.
But then the wallpaper is her hovering up and down in this, like, look, that's aura. That's aura. She's hovering up and down with the heavens behind her. That's another level of aura. With her eyes freaking glowing, the shadow on her face. This is elegant. This is one of the greatest things I've ever seen. And then this skin right here, I don't really like the fact that he took the wings away, but I think this skin is still very nice. Like, I don't think this is worse than the base skin, but it's really good.
Put it on the list because I don't like this system. I don't like Trina. I don't like Arcana. I don't like characters that are clearly meant to be a treasure for a pilgrim. Nothing else. Because it's like such a lazy game design thing to do. You have a system already in place to make these buffs, and you decide to make an extra character just for this instead of following
Like,
the same system.
I agree with him. I agree with him there because my whole thing is now they've made Arcana, right? And Arcana is literally specifically meant for Isabelle. Isabelle, even with Arcana, she's still not that good. If Isabelle gets a favorite item, she's going to be cracked because now she has that insane buff from Arcana because they wanted to sell it. And then she has her favorite item buff, which is just going to make her even more busted. You know what I'm saying? So, which honestly, I feel like if they were to do that, like let's be honest. I'm going to be honest. If they gave Isabelle a favorite item and it made Isabelle the best character in the game, I would be happy. She's been in the game since the beginning and she's been one of the worst characters from the beginning. I don't think it's a problem for us to finally have an Isabelle that's actually good to the point where she's even number one. I think Isabelle has been disrespected heavenly. I think the disrespect shown to Isabelle needs to be addressed. Chat, am I lying? I think the disrespect that was shown to this character has to be addressed. Because she's one of the coolest looking characters in the game. This right here is diabolical.
Decided to make, right? So I personally don't like the system of releasing Arcana and Trina, but Isabelle is on the same spot as Harran and Nihilister when it comes to looking really fucking nice, but then again being absolutely useless. Once again, at least Isabelle now with Arcana is doing great damage and you can invest in her. I'm gonna be honest, okay? Like a 777, I just getting her lines decently with what you get in Arcana leveled up her skills is more than enough. And now let's talk about...
Okay, wait, because I just see somebody ask that question. Or somebody say something about it. Chat, would you guys prefer a new variant of Isabelle? Or would you prefer a favorite item to make the old Isabelle broken? Would you rather have to like work on the Isabelle you already have or summon for a new Isabelle that's just broken? A new version, W version, new variant, favorite item, new. I think I would like a new one just because it's like it would be easier for me. And favorite items take so long. And not to mention, if they were to give her a favorite item, you would still have to have Arcana now, because Arcana is literally Isabelle's best friend. So if they ever made this Isabelle broken, having Arcana with her would be even more broken. Where with the new variant, you don't need all that no more. So that's what I think. I like a new variant as well.
Probably something that is not a surprise to anyone, alright, but that is going to be Summer Neon. Now, to be fair, we have to be thankful to Summer Neon. Summer Neon is the reason we get good limited seasonal characters, because she was so fucking bad that they buffed her, and she is still one of the worst.
I don't know if you guys know this about Neon's outfit, but this is for the gooners. She has a nip slip in her animation. When she drinks the water bottle, one of the droplet drops right there at that point. It will show something. People don't know that, but she has a nip slip in her animation. When she picks up that water, something will show.
DPSs in the game. That is how much Shift Up understands their own game. At least nowadays, we're getting better characters. can't really complain on that regard. But I still am kinda sad because she looks really, really good. I like her a lot on this skin. But there is zero reasons to be using or investing in her on absolutely any situation. And now also talking on probably worst DPSs on the game, and a controversial one for this video. I know what you guys are gonna say. Okay.
Wait. I don't know who he's talking about here, but let's see. I'm quite scared when anybody makes a comment saying it's controversial and people might not agree. It might be like one of the craziest takes of the century. So let's see.
You are tripping. But I have to say, I like her. Okay.
I agree. I agree with you, Safai. Crow is one of the best looking characters in this game. I'm sorry. I like my goth girls with tattoos. I do. Not to mention her voice actor, Sora Mamiya. I agree. Me and Safai can go down together in that ship. Y'all hate her for no reason. Crown did nothing wrong. Crown is Nikke just like every other Nikke. Human Nikke.
I like her design. So to explain a little bit more, I like how she looks. I hate how they did her in terms of personality. To me, she is a bad villain. She is a character that has no depth. It's a character that makes no... It doesn't even make sense why she's blowing up stuff. It doesn't make sense. Now, they might be making an event in the future explaining it more, but I'm gonna be honest, I think she is hated so much by the player base overall that there is no reason for Shift Up to make an alt character for her. They will probably make one for Viper and even Jackal before they...
Somebody says she's for the streets. You're for the streets. What do you mean looks like a femboy? What do you mean Crow looks like a You know what? I'm going to say it. Crow looks better than Rappy. I'm sorry. 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 I'm sorry.
A Crow backstory event. But I personally like her a lot. I would even buy a skin for her if they release a decent one. Again, I like my girls with tattoos, what can I say? But sadly, this was one of the first, if not the first, B3 defender character we got in the game, and her kit is just goddamn awful. Again, with Neon is down there as probably the worst DPSs in the game, both of them together. Alright, now after this we can go into like a more modern character, if you wish. More modern, a more recent.
No, you have to hate Crow so much if all of y'all just reacted like that. If I was to sit there and say Cinderella look better than Rapti, y'all would sit there and be like, debatable. But y'all just sat there and damn near insulted me because I just said Crow looks better than Rapti. Rapti looks like The Rock. Let me stop disrespecting. I'm sorry, Rafi. You don't. You look good.
This, right? And that's going to be the fake gym influencer. Now, to be fair, I'm including Rumani just because I like how she looks, but also her design is pretty basic. And on the same category, we could include Bay and Clay. Bay, Clay,
somebody said, what are you
Rumani.
saying?
All three of them are characters that are pretty basic. It's a gym influencer, it's cheerleaders, right? And that's about it. So they don't look bad on that regard, but their kits are a complete waste.
Be careful, Safai. Be careful with this next one. Let's see.
That's about it. So they don't look bad on that regard, but their kits are a complete waste. Now, they got the treasure is still goddamn awful. It's a PvP treasure, so I would not even bother to be building that, right? But still, it's a
I'm gonna show this whole community Bay is the best character in this game.
pity that characters that look so
Trust
nice
me.
and have good fan service were just wasted. These are characters that will always remain at the bottom of the tier list, even with the treasure. zero reasons to be invested in her. Now, those three are more of a normal design, not so much like the other characters that have more unique designs, I will say, right? But there is one more we could be including on this list, and that's kind of a little bit of me maybe nitpicking, and we could include, honestly, all of the characters on the kindness squad, including them.
She's a wasted design in terms of the fact that she's ass, but her design is like the greatest one ever. Like it's right after Nihilisters. It's right after. She has the Renegon. She has a Renegon. Come on.
My favorite is Sin, and she's probably the last one I want to talk about. I'll check my list on a second, but Sin is another character that looks so good, but then again is having the curse of shift up retarded game design, because the liberation system, while it's a good idea and it's giving us free characters, all of them are bottom of the barrel. They are really fucking bad. Even at the time they were released, the only kindness squad member that got some use was Quincy a little bit.
What?
A little bit, because
No, that's wrong. Wait.
her buffs were not awful. They were not, no great, but at least she could be.
Chad, no, wait, pause. I don't know what he's saying here. When Guilty came out, Guilty was godlike. What? When Guilty came out, back then we didn't have Crown. Back then, none of these Burst 2 characters existed we have today. Guilty was crazy back then, because all we had was Senti. Right? Am I right? Before Crown, we had Senti and Guilty. That was it. Right? And Blanc, I guess. Blanc and Noir as well. But before Blanc and all of that, no, because, right? Yeah, no, Guilty came up before Blanc. Yeah, Guilty came up before Blanc then. So when Guilty came out, she was like the best or second best burst 2 in the game. Back then, of course. Because it was just her and Senti. And Dala. Because Dala, a lot of you guys wouldn't know, Dala was quite crazy. And she's not that good anymore, but she was like the go-to burst 2 back in the day.
Staying a little bit. And Guilty,
I would say Senti carried all of 2022, early 2023. Guilty came in there. Dala was also in the mix. Then when Blanc came out, Blanc carried all of 2023 till like literally Crown came out. Like Blanc carried all of 2023 up until Crown came out.
it was the only one that actually saw raid usage, even until recently. Because wind was not the element it's today, right? We didn't have Wasuka or raid, you didn't have SBS, even your Sakura or your mana as a sub DPS, etc. So Guilty saw some usage. She's a nice character, people who fully invested in her. Even to this day, you can see her on co-op and some of the raids.
Okay.
But honestly, that is my list of the characters that in my opinion have really...
Well, thank you, Sophia. Let me give you guys mine real quick, right? Because I don't think he went over all the ones that I would say. You want to see a wasted design? I could show you a wasted design easily. Skin, no skin. Rosanna's like one of the hottest characters in the game. That is just guaranteed. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. That's not even bait. That's a fact. Rosanna looks too good. Rosanna looks too good. And the fact that she's only good in PvP and you have to invest into her for that to happen, I don't know, chat. I don't know. I really don't know. But that's all I can really say. Maybe same thing for this Sakura. Maybe even Sakura, because Sakura has a skin that is so cool. Like, you have a gotcha system here. You click her a bunch of times, she'll do these Naruto jutsu, and then that right there is the lucky one, right? If you do that a certain amount of times, she can either get the lucky one or this frog on her head, right? And there's a lucky animation where if she gets it, it's literally a gotcha, like it's RNG based, right there. This is a cool one, right? That is like one of the coolest skins for that simple reason. But either way, Safai, shout outs to you. I love your videos. I love your ideas and stuff like that. You do have quite the great mind when it comes to these videos and stuff like that. respect it. No disrespect on Bay. I'm right there with you with Crow. I agree. But yeah, that is all for this video. If you guys want to watch the original video, because this is a 30-minute video and that video is only 11 minutes, go watch the original video. It will be in the link, the link in the description and the pinned comments. It's your boy Zxous. I'm out. Peace. Go show Survive some love. Bye.